Hello and welcome to our next 10-minute. My name is Linnea Erickson-Laskowski. I am here with Kendall Harvell, and we both work at Safe Passage, DeKalb County's Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Crisis Center. And we are here in this 10-minute talk to talk with you about stories.
Yes, we are. So social media stories are something that can be really fun for your organization to do. If these are things that you haven't quite dipped into, it's something that I would encourage you to start because they are really fun and have a lot of great benefits. So today I hope you just learn a little bit about what stories are, why it's important to post them, how to post them, how to save them, and what to do on stories during Give DeKalb County. So you have probably heard the term stories before. For today's presentation, I'm going to focus mostly on Instagram. But if you don't have an Instagram account and you're just using Facebook, for example, they work in really similar ways. So don't feel like you can't post a story on Facebook. Works the same basically as Instagram. You still get a lot of views on there, and you can still have an opportunity for posting pretty frequently. Snapchat is something that you can post stories on too. I don't know how many nonprofits in the county are actually using Snapchat, but I'm sure that you've heard the term Snapchat story before. But Instagram, like I said, is the primary focus of today's 10-minute talk. So we'll dive right in. So stories have quite a few different values between or versus your regular news feed. For example, today I posted a story or posted a post for Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. Within the first 10 minutes, it got 2 likes, and I posted that same post onto the story, and it got about 15 views within just those first 10 minutes. So you do have increased views on your stories versus just those posts that pop up on newsfeed. Stories can be a little bit more informal versus the content that you post on your feed as well. So don't feel like you need to spend a whole lot of time developing content for your story. It can be something that you kind of do really informally and in an impromptu setting. Stories also allow for really frequent posting. If you post 20 stories in one day, not a huge deal, but if you post 20 regular photos in one day, people might get mad at you. They might be sick of seeing all of that pop up on their news feed. So stories are the way to do that if you have a lot of information to share. Stories are also really fun because you can interact with your followers a little bit differently than just asking them to like your post or asking them to comment on your post. You can add in polls, you can add in questions, you can add in a fill in the blank box. So if you're asking someone, what would you like to see more on our stories? They can submit that answer and you'll be able to see all of that. So that's what makes stories really great too. So if you are unfamiliar with how to create an Instagram story, hopefully you can see my slides here. You get your Instagram profile pulled up. Right there next to your profile picture, you'll see a little blue plus sign. You'll click on that, and immediately after you click that, you'll see kind of a blank screen. You'll see things that say create, boomerang, layout, and at the bottom you can create a post or a story. So this is where you can just take a picture of, say, a Give DeKalb County sign that you see around town during the giving day. If you want to post that on your story, you can take a picture, you can add text, you can add little images, and that's where you can add your polls and those sliding bars that have a heart on it, or the heart eyes, or the clapping hands. So there's a whole lot of things that you can do there. But something that I also think is really important is knowing how to share your own posts into your story. So like I said today, I made a post for Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, and I thought I want people to really know that February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. So if they don't see our post, they might see our story instead. So what I did was locate the picture that I wanted to share. I pulled that picture up, and I found a little paper airplane icon clicked that icon and added my post to my story. There I can add those little graphics, I can add hashtags, I can add polls, anything that you would do with a regular story you can do here as well. Something that's really great is you can also share other accounts' information onto your own story. So say I wanted to share something from the community gardens. Maybe they donated food to Safe Passage and I wanted to share a picture that they posted on our story. I could do that the exact same way. So it's really great to spread awareness or educate the community as well. So you may have noticed some little circles on the Instagram profile. Those are called archived stories. So you can actually save those stories that you post, which is really important. One, because sometimes we forget what we post and it's just good to look back on that. It's good to have just for your records, but it's also good for the community to look back or for donors to look back and see the types of information that you do post on there. So as soon as you create your story, you'll see a button that says highlight. It has a heart in the middle of a circle. You'll click that and you can add a new highlight or select a pre-existing highlight. And as soon as you do that, that will all save directly on your Instagram profile. So it's there for you to see, for all of your followers to see as well. And finally, with just the last couple of minutes, I just wanted to brainstorm a few ideas on what you can do during Give DeKalb County on your stories. In the past, Safe Passage up to Give DeKalb County has done a lot of countdowns. When we start noticing those Give DeKalb County signs throughout the community, we'll go around, make a day of it, kind of a little scavenger hunt with those signs, take photos of those, post it on our stories to really generate the excitement around Give DeKalb County, specifically for our agency. You can post photos of your organization's Give DeKalb County volunteers if that's something we'll be able to do in person this year. Or if your donors are comfortable with it, you can even highlight them on your stories. Maybe a quick video of why they chose to give and why they're excited to support your organization. You can also reshare posts from your feed. So say we reached 50% of our goal, and that's something I really want my followers to know. I can share that onto my story just to ensure that maybe a few more people would see that versus what they would see on their news feed. And again, you can always share from other profiles too. And there are so many other things that you can do on your stories that may really benefit your organization during Give DeKalb County, but these are just a few that we've done.
So thank you so much for joining in with us. We hope that you picked up a few tips and tricks. And if you have any questions about stories, please feel free to reach out to us directly. Kendall is a wizard when it comes to our social media, especially with our stories, and she'd be happy to give you any tips or answer any questions that you might have. And we hope that this helps you boost your social media for Give DeKalb County.
Thanks.